Jesus told you to be kind, to forgive, to love. But there are 5 things he never meant for you to share, not with friends, not with family, not even with the people you trust most. Because some truths are sacred, and the moment you speak them, you invite spiritual warfare. Let's talk about what Jesus, through the Bible, teaches that you should never tell anyone. Number 1, never tell anyone your next move. When Jesus gives you a vision, it is not for public discussion. It is for private preparation. Joseph learned this the hard way. The moment he shared his dream, his own brothers turned against him, not because he did anything wrong, but because his calling exposed their comfort. Some people will celebrate you until your destiny starts convicting their stagnation. That is why Jesus sometimes allows your plans to remain hidden, not to punish you, but to protect you. When you speak too soon, you invite opinions, doubt, and spiritual interference. Every word you speak has power, and the wrong ears can twist what Jesus placed in your heart. The enemy listens for clues. He studies patterns. He looks for open doors, and your words can become one. That is why the Bible says in Proverbs 29:11, "A fool vents all his feelings, but a wise man holds them back." Some visions grow best in silence. Some blessings are safest in secrecy. You do not need validation for what Jesus has already confirmed. When the time is right, your fruit will speak for itself. So do not announce, prepare. Do not explain, obey. Move quietly, pray and deeply, and let your results preach louder than your words. Number 2, never tell anyone everything Jesus told you in secret. Some things Jesus speaks are meant for revelation, not conversation. When Jesus whispers something to your spirit, a warning, a dream, or a conviction, it is not always your job to explain it, because some people will mock what they don't understand. Others will twist it, question it, or plant doubt where Jesus planted faith. Think of Mary. When the angel told her she would carry the Son of God, she did not run around trying to prove it. Instead, the Bible says in Luke 2:19, "But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart." Why? Because revelation loses its purity when exposed to the wrong atmosphere. There are moments when Jesus speaks to protect, to instruct, or to prepare. And if you release it too early, you might voice it that were never meant to influence your obedience. Some divine instructions are like seeds. If you dig them up too soon, they will never grow. So guard what Jesus whispers to you. Not every word is meant for the public. Some are meant for your altar, not your audience. Remember, revelation is sacred currency. Spend it only where there is discernment. Number 3, never tell anyone your good deeds or sacrifices. In a world obsessed with showing everything, Jesus still values what is done in secret. The Bible says in Matthew 6:3-4, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." Because when you seek attention for what should honor Jesus, the reward shifts from heaven's approval to human applause. Some people do the right thing, but lose the blessing because they want it to be seen. They post it, mention it, or slip it into conversations, hoping someone will notice. But Jesus does not need you to prove your goodness. He has already seen it. When you brag about your obedience, you make the sacrifice about you, not him. And the moment you trade sincerity for recognition, you also trade reward for reputation. That is why Jesus said in the Bible, Matthew 6:4, "Your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you openly. Some of your greatest victories will never be public. Your tears, your fasting, your giving, they may go unseen by people, but they echo loudly in heaven. So give silently, pray privately, love humbly, because when you keep your sacrifices hidden, Jesus makes sure your results cannot be ignored. Number 4, never tell anyone your weaknesses while you are still healing. There is a difference between a testimony and a wound. A testimony is what you share after Jesus heals you. A wound is what you protect while he is still working. Too many people open up to the wrong ears, hoping for comfort, but end up giving the enemy ammunition. Not everyone who listens cares. Some just collect information. That is why the Bible says in Proverbs 4:23, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." Your vulnerability is holy ground. Not everyone is meant to stand on it. Even Jesus did not reveal everything to everyone. He had the crowds, the disciples, and then the inner circle. And there were still things only he and the Father shared. It is okay to be transparent, but be spirit-led, not emotionally driven. Share your battles with those who are anointed to handle them, not just available to hear them. Because when you expose pain too early, you risk reopening what Jesus is trying to close. So until your wound becomes your witness, stay quiet, stay prayerful, and let Jesus finish the healing in secret. Number 5, never tell anyone everything about your blessings. Not everyone celebrating with you is happy for you. Some people praise you publicly, but envy you privately. And if the enemy cannot steal your faith, he will try to steal your focus by turning your blessings into a target. That is why sometimes after Jesus blesses you, things suddenly get harder, because you exposed what was meant to stay hidden. Think of the wise men who visited Jesus after they found him. The Bible says in Matthew 2:12 that an angel warned them in a dream not to return to Herod. Some blessings are fragile, too new to survive exposure. Jesus' favor is like fresh oil. It must be covered until it is ready to pour. When you tell the wrong people what Jesus gave you, jealousy, doubt, and curses can follow. That is not superstition. That is spiritual wisdom. Celebrate in gratitude, not in public display. Thank Jesus quietly before you tell the world loudly. Let your peace be the proof that you are blessed, not your posts or your praise reports. Because true favor does not need an announcement. It reveals itself in time. Every secret Jesus asks you to guard is not about silence. It is about stewardship. Your dreams, your revelations, your sacrifices, your healing, your blessings, they are all sacred assignments. And when you learn to protect what is holy, you create space for Jesus to multiply it. Because the enemy cannot attack what he does not know about, and people cannot curse what they cannot see. So guard your words like you guard your heart. Move quietly, love deeply, and let your life speak louder than your lips. The truth is, Jesus is not trying to hide things from you. He is teaching you how to protect what is for you. Because when you learn to move in silence, he starts to speak louder in your spirit. So before you share your next dream, blessing, or breakthrough, ask yourself, is this for people's ears or for Jesus' glory? If this message spoke to you, drop "guard it" in the comments and subscribe, because the next message will reveal how the Bible shows that Jesus exposes people who secretly plot against your destiny. Stay covered. Stay discerning. Jesus is still speaking. Just make sure the right people are listening.